It's a choice.
Oh man, nice haircut. No homo.
You look like such a dyke.
She-male. Tranny.
That's so gay.
Hey, you, with your head held high, well, you got him real good. I hope it feels good. Hey, you, trying so hard not to cry, well, I know you're fed up, but keep your head up.
My name is Tommy, and I'm a senior at the University of Missouri. In light of the recent suicides, I wanted to take a look at my campus and the surrounding area to see what resources are available for the LGBTQ community. Using an idea from French scholar Michel de Certeau, I want to show you how this group of people is able to find their space within a place, like this heteronormative society. Within the city limits of Columbia, Missouri, many interviews have shown me it does get better, but it's a long and windy road. As a student and friend of the LGBTQ community, this is my contribution to the It Gets Better campaign.
I kind of felt like I couldn't be myself around the people that I was supposed to be myself around, like including my family, my close friends.
It was originally confusion, and then it was denial, and then it was just kind of almost just like depression.
There wasn't a day that went by that I wasn't miserable.
At home, it's kind of something that's like not talked about.
You've heard everything you can hear in the book.
I was terrified that I would never have a family.
I first sat down with 3 gay students at Mizzou to hear about their experiences prior to and during their college careers. I was interested in learning what freshman year was like as a gay student.
Coming here, I wanted to just be out. So, you know, university with 30,000 people, 10% of those, statistically, there were a lot of gay people here for me. So it was I was really excited for it. And so Columbia was a great place for me at the time.
Like all my friends were straight first semester, and then second semester, my friend Tim moves on the floor, and he's gay and knows everyone that's gay in Columbia. So I kind of just like latched onto him, and my eyes were just like, oh crap, there's a lot of gay people here. Like,
I was shocked that it's been easy for me to come out and find a good community and find friends, and I would like it, yeah, if there were more gay bars or gay clubs that you could go and just sit down and have a drink and be relaxed and just be yourself and go with a boyfriend. But I mean, we are in Columbia, it's a smaller town, I understand.
I quickly learned that being part of a minority group in Columbia does come with its challenges.
And they think when you're not listening or when you're not paying attention or when they don't know you're gay. They may even make, you know, some kind of statement that's derogatory, that you may see as derogatory, but they just see as, oh, I'm making a joke. But had they known you're gay, people seem to change their attitude. So I don't think people are fully as accepting, but I think they pretend to accept.
for as surprisingly liberal as Columbia is, like, there are definitely still moments where I would feel uncomfortable walking down the street holding my girlfriend's hand, or, you know, hearing those comments. It's like, does that make me less of a person than you? Like, is it wrong for me to be this way or feel this way? Like, what about it is so wrong? It just makes you feel really misunderstood, I think, and everyone in that, for that matter.
I went to dinner one night and we had seen an accident in the parking lot, and there was a man who's drunk in his car, and I was with a guy that I was dating, and he turned to us and yelled, "Go away, faggots," which I would have to say that was probably the worst thing that I've heard coming out.
Oftentimes, to avoid the ignorance the LGBTQ people face, they have to develop strategies to blend in with the crowd.
You have that tension where you know, okay, I can't really be myself. It's really hard to describe what that tension is, but you know when you can and can't do certain things, and when you can and can't say certain things. It's like when you're around your parents. You know, you could say certain things around your parents that may not necessarily be bad, but your parents could be like, hey, why are you saying this? So you just have to get a feel for your crowd.
Certain things, like about how I dress or about, you know, how I spend my time, like, I kind of feel like I do have to kind of act more straight around them to make them more comfortable, rather than, you know, wearing my flat brim hat, wearing my flannel, wearing my man jeans, like whatever I want to do.
I felt like I had to man up around my dad because I didn't want him to think that just because I'm gay doesn't make me any less of a man.
To look deeper into why these strategies exist, I sat down with a sociology professor at Mizzou who has devoted much of his research to LGBTQ issues.
I think it's harder to be out as a gay person here. It's harder to connect with a large enough segment of the community. And those things a challenge. And of course you face more kind of hostility.
As evident in the downtown scene, there are not a lot of spaces for LGBTQ people. I wanted to see how these people were able to find their community and where they went to feel fully accepted.
At parties mostly. Then I decided, some of my straight friends were like, hey, let's go to the gay club. And so I met some people at the gay club. And recently people, or not even recently, like we live in a technology age, so a lot of people are meeting friends through the internet.
I mean, I live with a gay man now, so I can just go home and there'll be homos hanging out.
I have definitely found a group of friends that I have absolutely no problem being who I am. The things I say, the things I do, everything about me is me.
I think we all have our places where we find our cliques and our certain groups. So just you have to find someone you have things in common with. You know, I have a lot of gay friends that I hang out with, therefore I have things in common with them, so I feel safe in that space and I feel that we are in a space together. Like my roommate is a forestry major, she hangs out with her forestry friends. So you just have to find people you have things in common with.
I've been to Peppers, I've been to SoCo, and I've been to Arches.
Usually we go to SoCo. Every once in a while we'll go to Arches and Columns, but it's more of a pub, so it's an older crowd.
After hearing about some of the gay-friendly spaces here in Columbia, I decided to experience them for myself. My first stop, the Arch and Column Pub.
More than a business, it's a community center for an awful lot of people. And most people that come in here become more than just acquaintances, they become friends. It's kind of an unspoken rule. We don't pass judgment here. Everybody can be who they are. So we do get some pretty colorful people.
My next stop, located on the other end of town, the SoCo Club, on an 18 and over night.
That we've created a place where people feel comfortable and it's okay to be themselves and not have to worry about some of the stress and pressure that you might face in a different environment.
It's just an all-around fun place to hang out and meet friends.
We have a great time, great dancing, great bartenders, probably better than anyone else in town.
So at SoCo, I feel like I'm really comfortable by being gay and, you know, just being myself and being with who I enjoy being with.
It's a very mixed crowd of people in here, all colors of the rainbow and sexual orientation.
You get to dance with all your besties and not worry about anyone charging you. You can't go wrong with that.
For gay students living in Columbia, Missouri, there are plenty of safe spaces. But for youth still struggling to find their space, each person I interviewed offered some advice.
You have to find your way, and that's the only way you're ever going to be happy.
You just gotta keep going day after day.
Call a friend, talk to your parents, talk to a doctor, talk to someone. You know, call me for God's sake.
So that you can make it better. You can come to a community that accepts you, that will love you for who you are.
The process then becomes infinitely easier once you've been able to find one person to connect with.
As you get older, people judge you much more by what you've done than what you are.
It gets better.
You can make it better.
It gets
Better.
Maybe today seems cloudy and gray, so full of sorrow, and tomorrow seems so far away. But it gets better.